Mangala charan and meaning in the light of the great Acharyas. Before attempting to understand the Bhagavad Gita, it is essential to know what the great Acharyas, commentators, and exegetes of India have said about it, and what the deeper meaning of their words is. The Mangala charan offered by the Acharyas is not a mere formal tradition. It clearly indicates the subject of the Gita, its ultimate purpose, and the inner attitude with which the Gita should be studied and understood. Adi Shankaracharya states, Om. Narayana abides beyond the unmanifest, and from the unmanifest arises the cosmic egg. Within that cosmic expanse exist all the worlds and the earth with its 7 continents. The meaning of this statement is that Lord Narayana, signified by the sacred syllable Om, exists beyond the unmanifest, that is, beyond primordial nature itself. The unmanifest refers to the root cause that lies beyond the grasp of the senses, beyond form, color, and structure. Shankaracharya points out that the supreme reality cannot be confined within visible limits, it transcends the qualities of nature. He further explains that this vast universe has emerged from that very unmanifest source. In other words, this creation, this world, all planes of existence, and this earth itself are manifestations of that one all-encompassing reality. From this perspective, the Gita is not merely a discourse on ethics or action, it becomes a pathway to recognize the supreme reality that pervades creation and yet remains beyond it. Yamunacharya says, in the Bhagavad Gita, Narayana, the Supreme Brahman, is declared as the sole object of supreme devotion, attainable through one's own duty, knowledge, and dispassion. The meaning of this is that the Bhagavad Gita expounds only the Supreme Brahman, Lord Narayana, who is the object of Parabhakti, the highest form of devotion. According to Yamunacharya, such supreme devotion does not arise casually. It is accomplished through the integration of one's rightful duty, spiritual knowledge, and dispassion. Duty here means sincerity toward one's responsibilities, relationships, and role in life. Knowledge refers to discernment between the eternal and the transient, between what truly serves the soul and what merely offers temporary attraction. Dispassion does not mean withdrawal from action, but freedom from attachment while performing one's responsibilities. Yamunacharya makes it clear that the purpose of the Gita is not mere information, but inner transformation, one that elevates devotion from emotion to a lived spiritual discipline. Ramanujacharya says, by meditating upon whose lotus feet all impurities are destroyed and the ultimate reality is attained, I bow to Yamunacharya, the son of the river Yamuna, or to Lord Krishna who manifested on the banks of the Yamuna. The essence of this statement is that spiritual progress is not achieved by reasoning alone. Faith, remembrance, and contemplation play a vital role. Meditating on the lotus feet symbolizes holding before oneself an ideal of purity, compassion, discipline, and divine conduct, an ideal capable of transforming life from within. Ramanujacharya emphasizes that knowledge becomes meaningful only when it purifies one's life, and such purification arises through devotion, remembrance, and alignment with the divine. Abhinavagupta says, by merely attaining the name of the Lord, everything is achieved. What then needs to be said about attaining the Lord himself? Just as crops begin to bear fruit merely by the sight of rain, what then of actual rainfall? The meaning conveyed here is profoundly practical. The divine name is not mere sound or utterance. It signifies a shift in inner orientation and a centering of consciousness. When the name enters one's life, stability, hope, and meaning begin to arise within. Just as the mere appearance of rain awakens the promise of life in the fields, contact with the divine name awakens the possibility of spiritual growth. When that possibility is nurtured, the journey from remembrance to realization, from name to form, becomes attainable. Now let us understand the broader significance of the Bhagavad Gita by Sir Charles Johnston. The SrimadBhagvad Gita stands as the crown jewel among the exalted scriptures of India and among the profound spiritual texts of the world. It is an inexhaustible treasury of poetic beauty and spiritual power. The Gita is not only a philosophical treatise, it unites linguistic elegance with depth of thought. On one hand, it guides humanity in the path of action, on the other, it reveals the truths of the soul and the Supreme. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna is overwhelmed by despair, doubt, and sorrow. He appears completely human. Arjuna's grief is not weakness, it is the moment when the human being confronts inner collapse, when duty, relationships, fear, compassion, and values collide. Through Arjuna, the Gita presents every individual who stands at a decisive turning point in life, questioning what to do, how to act, and what is truly right. In contrast, Lord Krishna appears resolute, commanding, and transcendent. His divinity is not merely miraculous, it lies in his ability to guide humanity from confusion to clarity, from emotional turmoil to discernment. He neither dismisses Arjuna's suffering nor allows him to be ruled by emotion. Instead, he offers a vision that stabilizes the mind, sharpens the intellect, and purifies action. These two figures are not merely historical personalities. They are eternal symbols of universal truth. Arjuna represents the human condition, entangled in attachment, fear, compassion, and confusion. Krishna represents supreme wisdom, the guiding consciousness that reconnects humanity with righteous action and inner freedom. The Gita offers a subtle and profound analysis of the inner conflicts that arise during human action. Within us coexist competing desires, fears, expectations, and pressures. Often, despite knowing what is right, we choose otherwise. The Gita does not merely describe this struggle, it provides tools, discernment, discipline, equanimity, and the path of selfless action. The chains of self-interest that prevent progress on the spiritual path are clearly revealed by the Gita. Self-interest is not limited to material gain, it can manifest as desire for recognition, control, authority, or validation. The Gita teaches that the subtler the attachment, the deeper its binding power. Therefore, the Gita does not advocate abandoning action, it teaches renunciation of attachment. The Bhagavad Gita never dismisses the necessity of deep self-inquiry. This is why every stage of Indian philosophical development and every subtle aspect of spiritual science finds a place within it. The Gita encompasses the discipline of action, the power of devotion, and the heights of knowledge. It does not impose a single path upon all, but elevates each individual according to their nature, capacity, and circumstance. The Gita has also offered practical guidance on issues related to Indian society, governance, and history. Its most enduring message is that in times of crisis, human beings must cultivate inner steadiness and clarity. Decisions should arise from discernment, not impulse. Action should stem from responsibility, not escape. Power should be governed by righteousness, not ego. This guidance remains as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Circumstances may change, but the inner conflicts of humanity do not. Attachment, fear, anger, greed, instability, and confusion remain realities of human life. Therefore, the Gita continues to be indispensable. The Gita transcends time, because human nature remains the same.